I'm going to go to this view for a second and thank my sponsor, Card Kingdom. Why isn't it? I want to trigger my Card Kingdom logo, but it didn't trigger. How about if I do this? Ah, there we go. Oh no, it's the animated one I want. Let me try that again. Wait. There, that's what I was trying to do. We're sponsored by Card Kingdom. I want to thank my sponsor, Card Kingdom. You can check out their store at cardkingdom.com and check out all of the incredible supplies and sealed product and singles and buying and selling, trading. All there for you at cardkingdom.com, and they help make this stream possible, so I thank them very much. Let's jump in. Very planeswalker-y. Wow. Soren's getting a lot of chatter from the constructed community, but I don't know if this is playable in limited. So we'll see what our vampire count is. Skydancer, another 3-mana planeswalker. What's with all the 3-mana planeswalkers, Robert? There's suddenly it's just an R&D is like used to be like 3-mana planeswalkers like every once in a while. Now it's like here. Until your next turn, up to 1 target creature gets -2/0 and loses flying. That's going to be very good at protecting herself on 3. And -3, create a 4/4 blue flying. Okay, so it's kind of like a 3-mana 4/4 flyer if you can just survive for a turn. Is that what's going on here? Sure, I like that. We've had this in our sealed before and pretty powerful. Don't need vampires for Sorin to be okay. That's a bold statement. You're saying that for 3 mana and a card, you want a killable enchantment that gives one of your creatures Death Touch and Lifelink for the turn. I don't think that's actually worth a card. Sorry, let's keep going. Grafter's Cage, not for us. Chandra. Hey, Robert, maybe you can help us with this. What's the official pronunciation of this planeswalker's name? I realized that I was at Wizards for 7 years and still never got I didn't really ever go to creative and say, okay, definitively, how do we pronounce Chandra? I would love to know that. I was going to reach out to Kelly Diggs, but I can do Robert Google. Anyway, what does she do? So up her loyalty by upping her loyalty, or create 2 red 1/1 red elemental creature tokens. They gain haste, sacrifice them, so you can hasty haste, or -2. Cast target instant or sorcery card with converted mana cost 3 or less from your graveyard. That seems difficult to. Chandra. I've been ching it up, but kind of a little lightly, kind of Chandra. Yeah, that's kind of what I've been trying to do, Cinnabus, is find something between ch and sh, but Chandra. Okay, I'll just go with a hard Chandra then. Okay, Leyline, also not for us, so really just probably playing this Planeswalker if we can. And maybe Chandra? Let's move on to looking at our uncommons. Well, that goes with our 2 Planeswalkers. Anybody had experience with flame sweep yet? I feel like you just gotta look out, make sure you're not just killing all your stuff with this. Angel is nice. Master Splicer is great. I don't know about the Loyal Pegasus. I was pretty unimpressed. Like this. This is fine, but not amazing. Eh. This is great if we end up there. Yeah, I'd love to. I haven't played Arisen Reef yet. I'd like to do that. Let's also just look at our gold in general. It's always usually in the uncommons anyway. Looks like we got 2 lands out of the deal. Let's look at our blue. Blue doesn't look great, but I'm going to pile it in here. The stuff we would play, at least. Maybe play a Fortress Crab. Not happy about it, but might play one. Sometimes that's what you need. Like, this would have been fine in guilds. They're discontinuing buying levels. Is that all part of KO's article? Soren might be playable with this black. We've got 2 Blood Burglars and... Isn't there one more? Yeah, this Vampire. So... RG also suggests that Audacious Thief works well with Soren because it damns them if they do, damns them if they don't. I don't know about that, but thanks, Fiddles. We'll see you. Yeah, they should just give people the chance to buy their way to the end of the levels as the time is running out or something. Maybe that would work. I don't know. I just want to play Magic. I'll take a look at that. I'm putting everything kind of loosely playable here in the deck, and then we can take a look at it in this form. One of the things I like to do is see where things shake out curve-wise in the different colors. Well, Hair Trigger, an extra way to squeeze people for money toward the end. If the other choice was that they have no options, it's still better to have options, right? What do we like here, folks? What are we building? Man, we can go a lot of directions here. Huh? Black's not. It's got probably our best card in the pile here. When played, 8 mana is oppressive. Thief is excellent. This is just okay. Not doing much if you're not sacrificing. This is also excellent. We didn't get murders, but Siphon isn't bad. Kind of falls off from there, though. Soul Salvage is good. Rudy, I do not, although I'm not in West Seattle much, so I don't know the businesses there really at all. Maybe looking at all this is just a little confusing. But it does, like, it makes me want to look at twos and be like, okay, we've got a lot of white 2-drops. Maybe twos aren't super important in sealed. White has some kind of like generically low down good stuff, but not. It's got 1 pacifism. I kind of want to lean towards the removal. It's not absurd to go 3 color, but it can be tough without the right fixing. I mean, let's see what fixing we have. We do have Bloodfell. Yeah, I guess blue is not deep enough. It's too bad. I wanted to play Mu Yang, Yanling, but I'm down with cutting blue. And green doesn't seem like it's doing enough either, right? It's got a little bit of depth, but nothing that makes me really happy to be playing the color. That's the problem. So we get free... What? Soul Salvage, Flame Sweep, Uncaged Fury... Oh, Uncaged Fury... Wait. And this is not... This has to be on at sorcery speed. Well, what do we like about black? We like the Audacious Thieves and the Soul Salvage and the Siphons. Like, I don't particularly like this Epicure of Blood. I don't like an 8-drop. It's sealed, but 8 still seems wrong to me. What are we sacking? How are we sacking this? I'm not playing Acts of Treason main here unless we're doing sacking tricks. And I don't see him. I don't like these either. Play a gift on a thief seems nice. Something close to this. Yeah. Okay, there's one sack. It still does make me want to play Act of Treason. Yeah, I don't think we run Flame Sweep. What about this? Only 10 creatures here. Still think this is a little underpowered here, but we do have 2 vampires, and the thieves do like Death Touch lifelink. Maybe Splicer as a splash is a bit of a stretch, but what are we playing instead? Like, not that. Vampire count is only 2. The only reason I'm playing Sorin is because it's good with the thieves as well. Oh yeah, let's do that. Let's bring in the smuggler with the thieves. I like it. It's another creature. And I agree that Axe is weak, so let's make that swap. Throw in something like Abomination for some top end. I guess I'll keep running the Splicer and do it on the 3. Oh, it's got this in here. Shoot. I don't like this in the deck. Darn it. Demon is 8 mana, folks, and we have no ramp. So if you're talking about casting an 8 mana spell from your basic lands in a 17 land deck, heck, let's call it 18 lands. You need to see basically 18 of your cards. You need to get through half your deck on average to see 8 lands. And you don't usually make it through half of a deck in a game of Limited unless you are a grindy go long deck. So if you're grindy go long, I like this, but I don't think necessarily we are here. And I don't think we're controlling enough to expect to get there like that. 13, 14, 16, 17. So I don't know about this, though. That's got to go, which means something else has got to come in, which means I'm going to go take a bio break, and you're going to figure out what the final swap is. I'll be right back, and then we'll get to playing. All right, we've got to get rid of this Vanguard. Does not do enough. Or it's fine. It's just that you don't put 2-drop splashes. That makes no sense. So Doofy 5-drop. Doofy 5-drop that's at least a vampire. Hey, Kurt, do you have tips for people? Ah, yes. Overload the West Coast servers. Do it. The cheaper vampire is better. Is there a cheaper vampire we're not playing? Mind Rot could be okay. I think I like Mind Rot or the big guy. Let's try Mind Rot. I want to play. We'll call this not thrilled with this deck. I'm gonna say it's like maybe a par 3, par 2.5. This deck does not look great to me, but we'll give this a shot. If it falls completely flat, maybe try a rebuild with some of the other colors. But 3 on the splash, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8, 8, 8, 8, 3 is what we're looking at here. That seems good. All right. We'll give it a shot. It's a bit of a do-nothing hand, but not one we can throw back. Sadly, would like just throw down a Sorin and start ticking Sorin up. Not that ticking up really even matters. This is all just about making Thieves better. So... for now, just gonna, we could wait on Mind Rod. No, I'm just gonna send this out now. If we had other stuff to do, I would try to catch their last 2 cards, but we're not really close to being in that spot here, so. Two of our splash colors not helping. Splash cards, rather. We only have 3, but here's 2 of them. I don't know if the sprite is worth it, but it's sorcery speed. Yeah, I almost want to just do a Sorin distraction. Make him spend mana on trying to get it. Yeah, let's do that. Make them use mana if they want to do anything other than tread water on Sorin.
Not survived millennia to stand down now.
With Blood for Bones in the set, do you think you'll ever mind rot yourself? I don't think so. You'd have to take quite a set of circumstances where that was the actual correct play, but some shenanigans where you pitch the 8-drop and reanimate it seem interesting.
Weak.
What counters do we need to worry about? There's the creature one. I think we can just siphon, though, but it looks like they're not even bothering. They didn't bother to pump, and they didn't do anything. That screams counterspell. Yeah, Bone to Ash is what I was trying to say. But Bone to Ash doesn't stop the siphon, so we could just kill the sprite if we want. They're not doing anything. And I worry that they're just going to get bigger things where the siphon doesn't matter. I'm just going to do it. I think they were on Bone to Ash. Never mind, they were on 2 Brinehorn Cutthroats and Sorin is dead. Okay.
Hollow to care.
We dead. We way dead. Try to get this guy, though. Yeah, we weren't beating that. And I just snap hate Soren with a passion of a million suns. So where does that leave us, though? Not many. It wasn't about the vampires. It was about ostensibly making thieves better, but it still just wasn't good enough. I'm gonna try something else. Let's take a couple different looks here. Maybe even this. I don't love it with only 2, but... What about that? Soren is an always play in black. Organic Chicken, have you read Soren? What do you mean? It was a barely play for us in black, and then I immediately said, no way. Oop, no, we're not trying to craft it. You're trolling, Chicken? Why did you troll me? You know I take you seriously. So there's this option. A little more aggro. Let me at least... This build seemed to have the best curve, not surprising, from a Boros option. You know what? Whatever, we're early. Oh, this is invalid for... Yeah, I do need to add lands, that's true. That's true. I'll give you that. Lands are important. And let's just... I'm going to give this one a shot. Let's give this build a shot. Oh, 41 cards. Oh, no. We're gonna have to make it work Jay Schneider style. We'll keep this. Ideal draw would be a mountain. Hey, got ideal draw. Goblin Bird Grabber grabbing onto Loyal Pegasus seems pretty good. For now, we'll play the Bird Grabber, but nice to have a shock available if this Steel Overseer seems like it's going to do some work besides pumping itself. Boo! Shock? This is kind of our last chance to shock this dude if we think robot death is important here. We could also, though, Play Sentinel. Well, they could do it and then do it again, I suppose. Yeah, alright, fine. I'll take the turn off. And shock. Yeah, you can outburst it, but we want to use our worst option removal when we can here. Hey, doggy. Rocket, come here, buddy. Now he's got napping to do. Ah, Oppo missing colors and land. They could have that flash thing, I suppose, but I guess we find out. If they do, we can make it fly. Nothing, so we'll splice. We want to find a second red, then we can take that protector out of the sky. Get back to attacking. Mountain! Yeah. They have two blue. I suppose they could negate or counter. Negate or bounce. But I think we have to try, right? Would anybody not go for this? I think we have to. I'm gonna try. Alright, worked. We can't make the grabber fly, but they can't activate first strike, so it's a trade at least, and we'll offer everything that's at least a trade here. Alright, got to avoid some sweepers or bombs I'm not thinking of. I suppose that's the other reason I'm getting a lot of viewers right now, is not just because you can't find your own favorite streamer, but you can't play yourself. I bet Wizards is not super happy right now. Launch days of a new set are a pretty big revenue generating day for WotC Digital, so I'm sure this is a top priority for our friends at Wizards. Do you want to stick with the red-white? We can try something else. I mean, that worked, but it doesn't mean anything. Oppo is kind of struggling. Let's look at what red-blue would look like. I'm kind of curious about that. No. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I'm going to put this in because in desperation to fill out a deck, you might play it. Same with these two. Yeah, we're like 4 cards short of a real build. That's the problem here. Unless we're willing to Grixis it up, but I don't really want to here. Yeah. No, they should be full. When did you, so Artemis Winter is asking about the resolution of my YouTube vids, and they uploaded a lower resolution immediately, and then a better resolution version follows. I've been trying to not make them public until they're fully uploaded, but it should just be that if it's low resolution on YouTube, it's because they haven't fully processed yet, and you should come back later. Twitter chat's getting salty on both ends, like as in Wizards is getting salty and communicating about this. That would be you need the everybody should chill. All right,
everyone, chill.
I'll run this back again. We got some in the works. Nothing's going to happen today. I don't know about tomorrow, but I'm working with my son on some options. And Fiddle sent me an option. Oh, 41. Here, I'll see if I can cancel. $14.10. Let's see if we can find a spell we don't need. I really like this gift, though, if we're being aggro. Smuggler. What's Smuggler doing? I mean, it's not the worst. It's okay. I could cut the Smuggler. Could cut a Reduce to Ashes. But I think we need the big high-end removal. So where does that leave us? This could be a 16, actually. Could do this. Got 3 5-drops, 4 4-drops, everything else at 3. That was Jay with regards to 60 cards, and I still disagree with that sentiment. I think he's, like... The idea is you're not sure what to cut. You may be hurting your win percentage worse by cutting the wrong thing than by playing an extra card. That's the fundamental basis for Jay's approach. But I think you should still make the effort. Take your best shot. Anyway. I think this is going to be a 16 lander. I think we can do 16 here. We have at least one card that cycles too. In an aggro build like this, I don't want to splash if I can avoid it. But we could look. Yes, we do have 2 duels towards the splash, but... Alright, this plus this seems like it could be good. Either to make sure the knight gets through to make the 1/1, or that the 1/1 gets through upon being made. They need to kill this now, or it's trouble, because we can drop the Smuggler and get the 1/1 through. Alright, an 0-3 doesn't even matter. We don't even need to drop the Smuggler. I mean, we will, but we don't need to. We go Griffin Protector, and then Splicer creates 2 creatures for the Protector. Let's see. 3 green mana. This is only green. What do we know about green instants in this set? Let's see. I'm going to go look. I can't look up. I don't know where they put this. I don't even know how to look up this core set is the thing. Oh, there you go. Core set 2020. Oh yeah, the +3/+3 instant. 4 green, right? So this could become pumped, I guess. And to that end, I'm going to leave the... I'll leave the smuggler back. Nah, that's fine. You go for it. If you got it, you got it. Looks like they do. This is what I could have avoided if they've got the pump here, is just like not letting the smuggler die. But I feel like we're getting enough value here that with this into the splicer, into already having 2 of those, into them not having any defenses, we should be okay. Overdive Eve, apparently you VPN to the West Coast. That's how you play Arena right now if you're not on the West Coast naturally. Well, I could go Divine Angel to max out our mana, but Master Splicer turns this into... I guess Angel does that as well. Yeah, I'll do Angel, and then next turn if we draw land, we have Chaplain and Master Splicer. I owe you lunch? Let's see. We're going to all attack here. And that looks good. Yeah, VPN to West Coast works until every Magic player tries it. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's what I was saying. Griffin Sentinel to me is just okay until you do something to pump it up. Then it becomes quite good. However, with this particular draw, we actually have the ability to get the Griffin Protector big enough to make it through that. And we'll see what it looks like after all is said and done here. Do some math. Why are you playing the Chaplain? Because you got to put cards in your deck or else they don't let you play. Turns out there's a minimum. Okay, we attack here. They don't block the Griffin Protector. They eat the Angel, and they block one of these, and they take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we're just gonna attack with everything. Just making sure. Gotta make sure that when you're offering up creatures to be eaten, that things look good enough overall, and they do. No, I don't think they have to block the... Oh, yeah, because it got bigger there. Sure. So... They don't even get to... or to trade. That's good. Yeah, I forgot about that. That Griffin was going to get pumped again by the Knight triggering. I don't think that's going to be enough. That's a lot of... That's 4 blockers. Let's see if they can come up with a 5th. Even then, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's going to be 9 attackers. I don't think they can do anything. Yeah, that'll certainly seal the deal. Yeah, they can block and exile. It's still not enough, though, right? I mean, I don't think we need to use this Fury. Like, no matter what they do here, they're still taking 3. Alright. That gives them an effective 7. Okay. It's like, I can still go here. We're still there. They have the 4 creatures needed to activate their mana dude for extra mana. So they had 4 mana available. Alright, well, that's 2-0 with the Boros build. There was the white-black build we could look at. There was splashing black here. If we splashed black, because we do have 2 lands that support a black splash, but what would we be splashing? Like Thieves? Removals? We could splash removals, but we're already low on creatures. I'm not sure I want to bring more in. Or actually, are we low on creatures? No, we're okay. 1410 plus 2 equipment blades. Equipment dudes. Yeah, I'm not seeing the splash I really want to make here, except maybe a Siphon. Well, just because we won twice doesn't mean it's not broken or that we have achieved optimal. I want to keep questioning. But we'll run it back again. It's performing all right. Oh, let's also make the record real. All right. Thanks, Joe. We'll see ya. What a combo! If we attack, though, they get to attack back, and we're not gonna, like, take it. Maybe I'll go... Yeah, let's just stay back right now on D. Sure, Tron, although, oh sure, your Soren seems fine.
Vampire Lord. My bloodline flows through you.
Although if you have meme stuff, I would say you're probably better off, going to the Discord or just emailing me directly at goingoptimal@gmail.com. I miss too much stuff in chat. Okay. I guess the plan is actually to eventually reduce the Blood Burglar to ashes, and in the meantime, get on with killing Soren. Let's go... Let's go like this.
I will not relent.
Should be able to take out Soren. Even if they remove one of our creatures.
I bestow a mighty curse.
Let's get Menace. Oh, we didn't have anything that could block. Pegasus wasn't allowed. Got it. Okay, let's gift the Smuggler, I suppose. We can just gift the Chaplain, but... Don't know who I should make fly here. I'm gonna go with the Smuggler. Yeah, that's enough. They're tapped out. So you make sure Soren goes down, and yeah, reduced to ashes. Hopefully takes out Blood Burglar. Yeah, I wasn't sure what you were talking about there, Oni. I guess it was ancient news. Well, got to reduce one of the 4/4s to ashes here. And Blood Burglar has the lifelink side, but the flyer is a little more oppressive. I'm going to take out the flyer. And we like... Actually, I think I'll attack with the Angel of Vitality. And I consider double blocking Smuggler and Pegasus. Heck, maybe just all of them. Put everything on Burglar if needed. Well, this screams that they have a white trick up their sleeve, which is unfortunate because we're not really in a great position to be blocking tricks and whatnot. If it's a +2/+2 on the Diamond Knight, if we put everything on it, it becomes a 5/5, and everything on it still is just a 2-for-1. So actually, I'm going to do that. It just feels like it's the +2/+2 combat trick here. So I'm going to play like it is, and we'll see what we can do about the Blood Burglar after this combat. But in the face of a pump spell, I think this is correct. A pump spell of sorts. All right, we need another red, but let's see if we can hold out a little longer. I'm going to keep everything back. The Angel blocks the 1/1s, and Chaplain plus this Angel blocks the 1/1s. This plus this on Blood Burglar threatens a 1-for-1, and their attacks suggest that this is going to do what we want. I don't know. Well, again, we don't have much play to play around this stuff, and nothing serious happened last turn, so they would have had to have drawn something here. We can live with that. Yeah, with our current life total, I'm going to play out the Sky Knight and hopefully start attacking with that. Although it's not like the 1/1 is going to do anything except fall into the Fathom Fleet. Although if we then draw... If they're out of gas and we draw a mountain, we'll be really happy we had the Sky Knight Vanguard out, because then we can take out the Cutthroat and the 1/1s are actually good on the ground. If we put the Griffin Protector first, we kind of get a bigger threat going in the air, and then this can do that thing after. Yeah, actually, I'm going to start with the big one. Ouch. Can't block now that they can throw a shock around. Oh, that's the worst draw in our deck. Quite easily the worst draw in our deck. Well, I'm going to make him think about it, because I want to give this Griffin Protector a pump. we're pretty far behind here, and we're effectively accepting that we're going to take another attack from the 3/3, but I also am not feeling like we can sit here and wait forever to just lose the game. Got to start trying to try to start to do something about the 32 life we're working against over here. Mountain or action, please. Ugh. Brutal. Or please give us the worst card in our deck again. That would be really what I want. But sure. Other people can throw in 8 drops into their no ramp deck and it's just fine. Dionysus, you get to make that joke once. Don't spam your jokes. Also, you have to actually have a blood burglar out. Let's just call this deader than dead. Well, I put par at 2.5, or was it 3? Anyway, I didn't really like this pool. Kind of want to try something else with it just to keep trying other things. Let's see. We looked at red, blue. What about, let's look at white, black. Sorry, I cut some white cards, but I want to look at white, black. Green was okay, but nothing that got you super excited about it, honestly. Just all the maybes. Try just the blue. Blue felt super, like blue seems like it's a three color color. I don't think this is worked out for Oppo there, but still don't think we want this, although maybe we get enough life gain. I don't, I'm not going to fall for that, though. Or this. You don't want skeleton? Ugh, Sorin just feels pretty underwhelming. We could do this, though. Battalion Foot Soldier with only 2 copies is, well, as you see, just on the edge of playability. 3 is, it's interesting that they put 3 in the picture because 3 is what you want. But you can run 2. It's not the end of the world to play a Grey Ogre that draws a Grey Ogre. Soren was pretty weak when we ran black in our first game. But I'm willing to try him again here. We're playing all 3 of our Vamps and the 2 Audacious Thieves. Not great, though. Maybe we are better off just with... But there's nothing much else to run. If we're going to give this a try, we're kind of giving this a try. Soren is broken? Soren's not broken. Come on. In Limited? In Limited, Soren is barely playable with the right deck. But I don't consider 8 drops to be particularly playable either. Jacques, we know what Soren does. Vampire is trinket text? No, it's not. Dude, 3 mana and a card to give 1 creature Death Touch and Lifelink each turn is not worth a card. It's only if it's doing things with the right creatures or vampires, I think that makes it even remotely playable. If I didn't have 2 Thieves, it would not be in the deck. But let's give this a try. Chicken, are you serious? You're saying the 3 mana, you're playing 100% of the time, you're playing 3 mana, give a creature lifelink, and Death Touch once a turn? Serious question. Who? No, I mean, that's the value proposition. It's not awful. The floor, I mean, it's not nothing. It's not nothing, but that's... But just giving a creature lifelink and Death Touch once a turn is not super powerful either. I don't think it's better than most cards. I just disagree. I think that's classic do-nothings. We're happy to make that trade. Not only do we get the lifelink, but we're playing Thief upon Thief here and want to keep the board clear for them. And I'll offer the 2-for-1 here as well. We have another Thief. We'll draw a card. Ooh, and then we get Thief plus Pegasus. Seems fine. That's kind of the worst creature they could have played in terms of my game plan, because I was ready to pacify their sweet 4-drop that they played, but I'm not too keen on pacifying their 1/1. But it is another offer of a 2-for-1, or like a 1.5-for-1, or a 2 for 1.5, something like that. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and attack, is what I'm saying. I wanted to get more value out of our double Thief to begin proceedings here, but honestly, we did not get bad value, and especially being able to Mind Rot here. I'm going to wait on the Mind Rot, though. Let's go Griffin. Let them have one more turn of playing stuff out, and then Mind Rot their the next turn. All right, great. We get their last 2 cards. We pacify the Griffin, and then we're on a 3 clock. Ooh, even better now. Oh, don't do it that way. Why would you do it that way? All right, got a 3-turn clock presented, minus Soulmender, so really it's a 4-turn clock. This card is good. Look at that. It was only 2 other creatures out there, but it still managed to be a 4/4. That's nice. This is nice too for us. Mountain and Angelic Gift. The nice thing about the Captain is that it provided the 3 extra damage to overcome the extra turn we were giving because of the Soulmender life gain. Wujo, I'm saying 4/4 for 5 Vigilance. No, it's not outstanding, but it took very little for it to get that, right? That's my point. It's on. I mean, obviously the floor is that it's a 3/3 Vigilance for 5, which is obviously terrible, but I'm saying it does not take much to make this quite a house. No. It's a 3/3, and it enters and gets a +1/+1 for each other, right? But it's a oh, it's a 2/2, right? Okay. That's pretty awful. I agree with that. But you get my point. I just think that on average, Squad Captain is going to be like above a 5/5, you know? I didn't see any new high EV gem purchases, no new bundles. The Mastery thing, I haven't done a deep dive on that yet. No, it doesn't. It doesn't count itself.
Some say I never heard of ya, a rap burglar.
That was for you, Dionysus. But I'm not going to do that all season long. This is not the rat burglar. If I'm going to do one all season long, it would be the one that actually functions like a rat burglar. No blocks. Going to make him have it. Show us a flyer or removal or extra life gain. All right, made it to 3 wins. I'll keep going with this build here. Seems like white was kind of the key, though. Like, white just has, even though it doesn't have the splashiest stuff, it has the most going on at the low end. Soren with no great targets. I suppose targeting this with a 1/1 Death Touch lifelink is kind of funny, but we'll keep it though. This is our second sealed. We went 4 and 3 in the first one. I think we just hit 3 and 3. In fact, or are we 3 and 1 or 3 and 2? What's our record? I think this is a big lie. I think we're 3 and 2. Is that right? Or are we 2 and 2? The West Coast server is not down, and I'm on the West Coast. Ryan, it seems to me as though draft is emphasized quite a bit over sealed by the platforms as well as by streamers and other content creators, but sealed seems an important format to me, especially since it's the day one GP format. What are your thoughts on this? Well, it's super expensive and it's a gem drain, so also the number of people, the percentage of Magic players and stream viewers who are legit actually practicing for an upcoming event is actually kind of low. So I don't think it's a huge audience that you're serving with that. I'm going to play the Thief and we'll try to get Soren out later here. And drafting is more fun. So for streamers and stuff, we're doing what's the most fun to do and watch. And drafting is fun and on-screen grokkable. Working through a sealed pool with an audience is doable, but it's like it's a little clunkier. Okay, now let's see. We can Master Splicer, but also neither of these can single block the Thief. So if we make the Thief lifelink Death Touch, they don't really have great blocks, and we have good blocks on the back. So I'm going to go ahead and Soren here. Try to demonstrate the value we did see, which is to help the Thief do work.
My bloodline flows through you.
We could have, yeah, we could minus to do that. We can do that though. A future turn though. I kind of didn't want to minus Soren yet, but we could do that. Now they have a reason to let their stuff die, for one thing. Here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna attack with the Thief. They're gonna chump with the Skeleton. And in fact, I'm gonna do this. No, I don't even need to do that. We're just gonna attack with the Thief. What I want them to do is get their Skeleton into the graveyard so that we can Bone-clad Necromancer it. I could have given it Lifelink and Death Touch so we could take out the Sorcerer as well. But I don't want to give them the extra card. I just want to do this so that we can get rid of this. And then now we can go ahead and minus to put a free Epicure onto the battlefield.
Welcome to the family.
No, the cost per event is higher on sealed for sure. It's not insano, but also yeah, we can take a look at that. But just your net gems is just worst. Sealed is the worst for net gems. Here, now we're going to go Angelic Gift on the Epicure. and it should start getting pretty silly.
Blood calls to your soul.
And let's go with the Sentinel. Yeah, for those who can't see this card hiding back here, it's
Darkness will
does good work.
Return.
Oppo felt Soren needed to go. Hard to blame them. We're gonna drop this. Let's go Griffin Protector. I guess I didn't need to do that first. We're just going to attack with the flyers anyway. Oh, can't get through that. So we're going to do this. Sure. Next turn we get this Griffin Protector up to a 5/6. They don't have the green. Do they have green? Oh, they have Druid, so this can become big, but we get to do this. So actually, this still works out, especially since we drew land. So we get to go Master Splicer. And then we're going to Blade and move the Blade to the Epicure, and then we have two 6 toughness attackers into this Ceratops, and in fact it is one of these has to block. And probably just send all. I think we're at send all stage. Let's see, what do I regret attacking with from here? Nothing. Math is for blockers. They get a lot of cards here. We'll go with the, well, I don't know, bigger butt or bigger punch? Probably bigger punch, because then the 6/6, yeah, we can keep getting through here. Do it like this. Forgot they gained, that's rough. Ugh. Perfect draws. Okay, we got a pacifism ourselves, though. That's really nice. We'll throw it on their biggest blocker here. And swing in again. Math is for blockers. Oh, I should have put a blade on something, though. Looked like we were good, though. Sounds like people can log in. Thank you all for hanging out with me who are just waiting for Wizards to get their S together. Sounds like they may be getting it together, so if you take off to go play yourself, thanks a lot for hanging out. Hope I see you again some other time. Those of you who are going to stick with me, awesome. All right, we made it to 4 wins with this one. Pretty good. I don't know what build is best. I think it's probably black, white, or red, white. It seems to be important to be playing the white here, though. Oh, sorry. Sorry for teasing you. We had somebody log in successfully without doing the VPN hack, so I had hope for y'all. Didn't mean to tease. Traps to avoid or tricks to lean into. Well, there's just a lot going. Like, I think feels Dominaria-esque to me. Loyal Pegasus doesn't have any friends to attack with right away, but we're going to keep this. There does seem to be some aggro cops. I haven't noticed a color seeming completely unplayable or anything like that. Just remember that God's willing when there's a single white. Alright, Thief here is good. Yeah, Blood for Bones is way better than it maybe even read. It's just one of those cards that looks really complicated, but at the end of the day is a Zombify with upside. Zombify with upside seems pretty good to me. Alright, good. We found some land. Was hoping for that. I'm going to open on the Splicer so we can try to get this Pegasus attacking. If I'm given a chance to trade off the Splicer, I probably will so that we can soul salvage back value. They're digging for land over there. We're going to try and punish them while they don't have it. Yeah, kind of want to just do this here. I'm doing that because I want to cast this soon, and I don't want to have to eat our own graveyard to get that zombie. So we kill the one creature they have so that we have something to zombify, to turn into a zombie that's not our own graveyard fodder for this soul salvage. Well, now we got some sack fodder. Is there any... What are we sacrificing? I guess that blade we can... oh, we're not playing red, though, so... I guess not. Oh, this works, though, because it looks like I'm just trying to get this loyal Pegasus attacking when it actually... I want it to die, so we can rebuy. But I'll rebuy next turn. Hard event, you wanted to sacrifice future soul salvage value to try to pressure while we had advantage. I like not dogging our soul salvage for later. I think we should go for Chandra here. Yeah, we got to go for Chandra. I mean, we could just go for face, but Chandra's going to take out Loyal Pegasus, so we should take out Chandra before she can do that. We could equip Blade to Loyal, but I'd rather soul salvage this turn. I'd rather just go Blade. I mean, if we want to be sure Chandra's dead, we could, but Chandra, as long as Chandra can't minus for damage, I'm kind of okay. But we could Blade to finish her off this turn. It's true. Maybe we should. Maybe that's just the safest thing to do. I was kind of willing to do the 2-turn thing, but maybe no reason to give them another turn with Chandra. Alright, I'll do that. clock's ticking, but we're not going to use the second one. No big deal. And you're right, it is effectively an extra 3 damage anyway, because we got to go for the face. Yeah, that was kind of my biggest concern. Like, what if they do something on 7 mana that's just absurd? Here we are just going to straight up give up the soldier to get another Pegasus down. And to get this 3 in. Definitely feels like a popper format to me so far. I mean, there's some good rares and everything, but to me, it's like Soul Salvage and Audacious Thief is what this format is about, you know? Move the weapon over. Not sure what you're talking about. Oh, sure. Yeah. I hear what you're talking about. It's still, we got it. We got extra in the air, though. We're threatening air damage, so it wasn't the worst punt. Let's get this and Thief. And actually just play the Pegasus, though. But yeah, if I'd moved the blade, we'd still be lethal, so it was definitely correct to move the blade just because it doesn't change our clock any. All right, they're making us work for it, but we got some tools. I had to run the token in order to cast with attack with Loyal Pegasus. Pegasus needs a friend to attack with. All right, 5 wins even. Well, I've been sucking down this soda, so I need another bio break, but I'm going to go grab another beverage, hit the John, and then we'll come back and finish this event in the next 1 or 2 games, all right? We could switch decks if you want. I'll open this up for taking a look at while we go in there. And let's look at some other color, like we had considered red and blue among the things to consider here. So I'll throw that up for you to think about. And yeah. Anyway, let me know what you want to do for our final couple games, and I'll be right back. Maybe I'm morally obligated to stream until Wizards gets everybody back on the system. So we still like this build the best? I did like the red-white one as well. That seemed to have some play with Immolation. We never even really got Chandra going, but she'd be great. Outrage. Using only 3 words, how would you describe this set? I don't know. No, it'd be like back to basics. Thank you, Swifty. If you're here because I'm the only one you have to watch, a follow would not hurt my feelings at all. It'd be nice, you know, I don't mind being your backup plan, but keep me on your list, you know? Keep me on your radar. It's a little more complicated than a typical core set, but coming off of War of the Spark, I think, you know, nuclear physics would seem simple. Everything's relative. All right, well, let's run this. See if we can't get to 7. It's just me and one other person playing anyway. All right. We've got a 2 into a 3. And we're on the play even. Well, if the whole West Coast is up, that's probably a lot of people playing. Alright, that card I don't mind so much, but I have a feeling with the ramp that we are not going to be able to attack free and clear with Audacious Thief next turn, but we're going to throw it out, see if we can get there. Thank you for those follows. I see them coming. Appreciate it a lot. Seriously. We streamers, we just want to stay on your radar. Sure, let's offer him the Thief. Draw a card. We have Soul Salvage. If I had real balls, I'd attack with the Burglar as well, which would then seem like we had a trick. But as it is, I just want the card. That's a great point. I should have swung both. There was no reason not to swing with both. I was already throwing away a creature to get a card. Would have been better to throw away the Blood Burglar. So definite mistake to not. I mean, they would have blocked the same. So really, the net result of that mistake is that Oppo should be at 16, not 18, and we'll see if that comes back to haunt us. They're getting pretty big down below. I don't know if we can race that, but we'll try. Might need to double block here. We have 5 toughness and 4 power, which is not enough for the Silverback, but I think I'll throw everything in front of the Crasher. It's real bad news if we face... Well, actually, we can throw these on. This is a little... Well... If we do this and this, it's a little less disastrous. Why don't we try this? Then if they have a trick, it's not the end of the world. I think this is what I want to do. Just looking it through. Yeah. Do this. You kind of want to have first pickable cards in every color at common. I suppose you could say that Rabid Bite is the one for green, but it's nice that, you know, if you had to first pick a Silverback Shaman, you could do a lot worse, right? Now we get to... How do we win from here? Probably bringing those two back. But this first... Actually, I think I like keeping these on the ground for now. Well, we could even go back and forth with this. Yeah, actually, I'm going to do that. I'm going to go... Let's put this on the flyer, attack, and then send it back. Actually, I should have done it on the chaplain. Actually, no, it's all right. If we want to use this as fodder, it's fine for it to be on there. Ooh, remember... That's not good. But we're going to do this and this. They get a card out of it, but we get to soul salvage some stuff back. And hopefully not die. Now we got a soul salvage. Thief and angel, I suppose. Yeah, we're in a rough spot, but we're not dead. I think 50 is just trying to be silly. Well, that's a lot of damage. Let's see. 9, 10, 11, 12. We go to 4. And then we're going to get some back, though. If we get a land, we get to also fly over. It's going to get us back 4. We'll be at roughly 8 with a chump. I'm going to wait because we might get the blade on here to make the chump a little better. Well, I can help with the chumping, I suppose. And maybe we just don't want to bother with the gift here. We're just going to go Dawning Angel and Loyal Pegasus. Ooh. And I think that basically kills us. We couldn't really play around that. I didn't stop to think because when you're in the stage we're at, you can't play around anything. You just gotta cast and hope. But that pretty much did us in. I'm still pretty happy. I think 5 wins is pretty nice with this pool. It didn't look insane. We kind of poppered our way to 5 wins, if you know what I mean. I mean, Soren helped us out once or whatever, but mostly this was non-rares getting it done for us today. So let's give this one up. Good job, Oppo. Nice deck. And normally I'd take off, but like, if other people aren't really streaming because they're still having technical issues, and I got 200 viewers, I'll stick around.